Hello Pisces, this is your extended reading. So yeah, maybe this second part feels a little bit heavier, but not in a sense that you're being pressured by other people. I feel like it's more like an internal or self imposed pressure, right? Because you start with the Seven of Pentacles, and so the word that's coming through with this card is you're feeling cluttered. You're feeling there's too much around you, but it's like I feel like everything around you that's surrounding you in your physical environment, it's feeling like an anchor, right? Even the slightest thing, it feels like everything is heavy. Everything, it feels like everything is bringing you down. You can't move. I feel like you're stuck. Like with this energy, I feel like you're stuck. And so, but the thing is, even though everything is feeling heavy, even a little speck of dust is feeling heavy to you, because maybe it's this internal feeling that you're projecting outside. But the other message that came through when I first pulled it was that the pieces are coming together, right? The pieces of the puzzle are coming together. And the interesting thing is because of the three cards that came next. So I'm going to show you. So, the Four of Wands, the Seven of Swords, and the Seven of Cups. And I'm going to talk about the Seven of Cups later, but let's begin with this Four of Wands. So, in the first part, you started with the Nine of Wands, right? So, it felt like you were going through this trial and tribulation path, right? Almost like a corridor of flames, right? This initiation path that felt like really long, but you have reached this end of it. And this Four of Wands was looking like the altar. It was looking like this final step, right? Because you have come this long way on this path, filled with flames and energy and burning atmosphere. It's just like hot and heavy, right? The atmosphere is thick and burning your skin. And so finally you have come to this place that it feels more like a, how do I say that? It's like an altar. It's like this stage. I see it as like this elevated stage. It's small. It's almost like this this stand, this where someone is going to judge you, right? Someone is there to receive you. And actually that's what I saw with these Seven of Swords, because the word that I was getting was like they are gathering. So I feel like you get to this altar at the end of this trial and tribulation path filled with flames, right? Lit by these flames. First, you're the first one to get there. But as soon as you are there, I feel like there are others that are going to gather around you, and they feel like this judge panel, these how do you call it? I forgot the name in English, but I feel like you know what I mean. So these ones are almost like not witnesses, but they are they're not there to greet you. They're there to give you their sentence, give you their approval, their final word. It's what's coming through, right? So they are gathering, they are coming. You already are there, right? And then when this card came, because it's also a 7, right? We started with the 7 of Pentacles, which was almost like the gathering of the pieces, and then the gathering of the wands that are going to give you their approval, their word, their final word, right? About your process, I feel like, about your path, right? And then I was wondering, oh, it would be so funny if the 7 of Cups came, you know? And guess what came? The 7 of Cups. So I feel like here, it's almost like these ones were analyzing, were looking, were judging, you know, not, yeah, so the word that's coming through, it's like criticizing, but not criticizing in a negative way, criticizing in a way that they're evaluating it, right? Your options, the options that you have made, right? The all of the, you know, all of the paths that you could have taken, and you didn't choose them. You chose this one, you know, of initiation, even though it may have felt hard and heavy and burning and everything that I've said before. I feel like they're looking at your choices with this smirk, this they don't want to give away that they're proud of you. That's what I mean. That's actually really sweet, because I feel like they're here trying to maintain a pose, trying to keep their authority figure really, you know, their stance really powerfully, because I feel like, yes, there is some sort of hierarchy playing out, right? You're the one who is like waiting for their final word, right? And so as they are evaluating it, as they are looking through all of the choices that you made, you know, throughout your life, I feel like they are proud. The word that's coming through is proud. They are proud of your choices. So here is where I feel like you begin to judge yourself, right? Because it feels like this is more, if not other people in your life that have some sort of authority over you, I feel, because the way that's coming through, it's more like spirit, it's more like higher beings that are watching you, right? And they are proud of your progress, right? That you have come to this place that very few arrive here, right? I feel like this is the point that where you're, because here you haven't heard their word yet. They're just analyzing, and you're here waiting for their final word, you know, that's not coming through. So I feel like here is where your mind gets busy chattering, you know, with yourself and wondering what they're thinking, what they're analyzing, what are they, what's going to be their decision, right? And so here, I feel like you're, so, okay, so you're the one now evaluating your choices, the choices that you made. And I feel like there's almost like a sense of regret with this Two of Swords, because so the Two of Swords, Two of Cups, and the Knight of Pentacles, right? So I feel like you're, because they're taking so long to, you know, voice their decision, I feel like you don't know yet that they are proud of your choices. So you are judging yourself and thinking that your choices were mistaken, I feel like, so So here, what I'm hearing about specifically like a relationship is almost like you're trying to justify yourself to them in silence, like telepathically, like I had no other option, you know? But in reality, you had multiple options and you chose this partnership, right? This one is coming through as a partnership, right? A relationship. Uh, because I feel like here you're trying to justify yourself because you're not sure of what they're making of it, right? So maybe you think that you have to to have an excuse for why you chose to be with this one, right? To walk this path with this one. And you're in this standstill mode, right? Waiting still for their decision. And your mind is like racing because you're almost like in a conversation with yourself, feeling this judgment on you because they are the ones who are looking at you and, you know, analyzing all of your options, all of your choices, the choices that you made along the path, along this trial and tribulation path, right? To get to where you are. And I feel like, so with this Knight of Pentacles, the word that came through was exhaustion. You're tired of waiting, right? And so you're tired of giving excuses. I feel like you don't want to give excuses for yourself or for anybody, right? Even though I feel like you're not aware that these ones are really proud of the choices that you made, right? Because they haven't voiced it, because they're still analyzing, you know, they're still bringing all the pieces together, right? 777, it feels like this waiting game, you know. It's almost like the thing that's coming through right now is that it's almost like this final test, right? These ones, because you have come to the end of this path, right? You have come to this altar where you are finally able to breathe out, to relax, right? To feel that you have come to this place of balance where your heart is light as a feather, right? So it's pure, it's really pure, and it's aligned, right? Yeah, because you are being given the star, this reward, right? But it's all intuitive. It's all, they're not speaking out loud. They're not voicing yet their decision, right? Their conclusion, their verdict. I don't know if that's the word in English, but you know what I mean. Because they are holding you in this place. It's almost like this final trial, this final test, this final this final test that they're playing, this game, this waiting game on you to see if you are able to resist it, to take it lightly, to understand that so I think that these ones that are gathering to judge you, they're playing this waiting game on you to see if this waiting process is too heavy on your mind and you're starting to be too critical on yourself, right? It's almost like this final test where let's see if you will self-sabotage yourself, especially in regards to some sort of really significant relationship, right? Or you're going to keep your sense of balance and of this relaxation, right? This full relaxation, because there is no rush. You don't need to hurry. You have come to this place where very few come to, right? So I feel like there's restlessness in you to receive this verdict, this final word, this decision, this conclusion, right? Yeah, so it feels more like this waiting game. So don't judge yourself. Don't self-sabotage. Don't try to justify your choices or your actions saying that there were no other options. You had other options and you chose very deliberately, very yeah, even though you're trying to explain yourself as if you're unable to decide otherwise, to choose otherwise, right? But I feel like, yeah, the guidance here is almost like, stop doing that. Your choices either were either done consciously or unconsciously. They were done by you, that you chose them. So own them, you know? It's like it's almost like a respect for yourself. And this is what these ones are expecting, that you show up for yourself in this last waiting test, right? Show up for yourself. Own your choices. Don't try to justify them. And so after these cards, because I felt the tension, the pressure that you're putting in yourself because you're tired of waiting, I just pulled a last card as a guidance, as like, okay, so what do I do next? Like, I'm just waiting for this this verdict, this final word, right? I am tired of waiting. I don't want to wait anymore. And so the card that came through was the Nine of Swords. And as soon as this one jumped out, the word that came through was rest, sleep. Just slow down, right? Slow down. Breathe deeply. Slow your heartbeat, right? Try to recharge your battery, because in this mental game where you're trying to justify yourself, it's just escalating, right? And you're going to tire yourself, right? I don't know if that's the way to say it, but you know what I mean. You're just going to exhaust yourself for no need. So just be a little bit more patient. They're going to voice their final word, their opinion, their decision. And they are proud of you, right? For the choices you made. So don't worry about what this decision will be, right? Just go through this last test and rest until then, right? So let's see what the runes have to say about this, if they have some sort of final guidance. Yeah, and just breathe deeply. Just let this heavy weight off your shoulder, right? Okay, let's see. Okay. So the rune that came was Mars. So this planet is actually the planet of war, right? So yeah, it feels like you're in war with yourself right now, because maybe you're just arguing with yourself, trying to figure out why you had to come through this really long process of trials and tribulations. And finally, when you're in the end of it, there's this final test that you don't understand, because you have proven to yourself and to others that you're capable, that you are really strong, that you're just this incredible warrior that's capable of overcoming the heavier, the worst, the most difficult battles that you could have ever faced, you know? And because, yeah, Mars is the warrior, and it's just this really strong, active, proactive, masculine power, right? So I feel like because you're in this last stage, right? You're in this altar where this last test doesn't require the strength from your body, right? It's not like a physical test. It's more like a waiting game. So it's a test for your mind. Just so the message that's coming through right now as a final guidance is, you're going to find that your strength relies otherwise, other place. You know, if you thought that your strength was in your physical body, and you have proven that you are strong in that sense, now you're going to find through this last test that your strength comes from within, right? And that's what these ones are wanting to bring out of you, right? So rest. You have proven the strength of your body, right? So let your body breathe and just recharge, okay? So Pisces, I hope it was helpful for you. If you're feeling tired or exhausted, just rest and relax. Yeah, and I think everything will start to fall into place once you have given your body this break, okay? So take care of your body, your mind. Yeah, thank you for being here with me. Okay, bye.